Fit the lower specimen clamp in the centralising hole of the lower specimen test plate. Place the lower specimen test plate in the bottom of the bath. Clamp the lower specimen assembly using the ball carrier. Fit the thermocouple, ensuring that it is touching the lower specimen test plate. Fit the balls to the cage. Fit the oil drain tube if running with flooded lubrication is required. Press the bearing race onto the upper specimen holder, ensuring it is fully seated against the holder. Slide on the upper specimen taper clamp. The flat should be nearest the bearing race. Place the bath lid over the upper specimen holder. Slide the upper specimen holder into the test spindle. Push up to ensure the specimen holder is secure. Place the carrier setting tool between the bottom of the upper specimen holder and the bottom of the bath support block. Fit the shaft locking bar through the hole in the shaft so that it makes contact with the rear of the left-hand front pillar. Tighten the carrier tool using the 19mm spanner to hold the upper specimen holder on the shaft. Using the preset torque wrench so that the arrow on the torque wrench is pointing left to right, tighten the taper clamp until the torque wrench reaches its setting. Remove the locking bar and carrier setting tool. Fit the oil bath in place, making sure the locating pin is in the correct position. Connect the oil pipes. Connect the heaters. And thermocouple. The machine is now ready to start a test. Turn on the power to the machine and the oil service module. The service module will start to run and the control screens will start the boot sequence. The screen will show connecting while the PLC boots up and the connection is established. Wait for the screen to show the Phoenix Tribology logo. Once the machine is ready, press Test. Fill in the test details as required and press Next. Enter the parameters for the test and the file name for the data to be saved under. Note that the load value entered is only for reference. The load must be set using the load regulator valve on the left side of the machine. The previous test parameters can also be loaded by clicking the button. Press Continue. The screen will prompt to check the position of the oil control valves. Once the valves are set, press Next Screen to continue. If the machine is not ready to start, the next screen will show a red light next to either emergency stop or vibrations, indicating which is not reset. Note that the oil service module must be powered on to enable the emergency stop system. Follow the steps suggested on the screen, and when the lights are both green, press Reset. The oil bath will start to rise and apply the load. Once the oil bath has risen, press Start the test. The screen will then show the test parameters. The flashing green light in the middle of the screen indicates that the test is heating up. Warnings will be given if the load is too high or too low relative to the value given in the test parameters screen. If necessary, adjust the load regulator until the correct load is reached. Once the desired temperature and load is reached, the test will automatically start. Once the test is running, increase the sensitivity of the vibration sensor so that it is just flashing. Then turn the potentiometer back one whole turn. The test will run until the vibration sensor or the emergency stop are triggered. Once this has happened, a warning will be shown on the screen and the test will be completed. Press Finish Test and the screen will change to give the option to transfer the test data to a USB stick. Plug in a USB stick and press the button. This screen also shows the reason the test is finished and the elapsed time, as well as the current specimen temperature. Pressing Home returns to the start screen.
Once the test is finished, allow the bath to cool to a safe temperature. Remove the guard. Move the oil delivery valve handle from vertical to horizontal so that no oil is flowing to the bath. Drain the oil from the bath by opening the drain valve. Disconnect the thermocouple and heaters. And once the oil is drained, close the drain valve. And disconnect the oil lines. Remove the bath from the machine. Fit the shaft locking bar through the hole in the shaft so that the locking bar makes contact on the front of the left-hand pillar. Using the 22mm spanner, release the upper specimen taper clamp and slide out of the shaft while holding the bath bed out of the way.
Do not use the torque wrench.
Using the 6mm nut runner, remove the ball carrier then remove the lower specimen plate. If the plate cannot be easily removed, use the 4mm Allen driver to lift it up. To remove the upper race, use the 3 M5 cap heads through the holes on the holder. Tighten them evenly using the 4mm hex drive. Tighten the screws evenly until the race detaches.
The machine is now ready to start another test.